Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Zero and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your pup's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. I'm going to be introducing you to that training equipment and teaching you how to use that properly during your follow-up training session at home. Now, he is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Zero, heel. And at this point, he has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when walking. Not forging ahead, not dragging you down the street. I remember trying to get him to my car, and that was an adventure. And now he should be letting you lead the walks, you lead the way, and he pays attention to you. And each time that you stop your feet, he's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So if you stop to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, he should be sitting quietly at your left and waiting for his next command. And those sits are automatic. She's not telling him to sit, he's sitting on his own. Now, the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and it is a one-word command. You don't use his name. The long sit stay, when you're practicing at home, you're going to start out at about 30 seconds, and you're going to slowly work up to 3 minutes. When Brandy returned back, she walked all the way back around him, and she stopped at his shoulders, and then she gave him another command. Nice automatic sits. They're sweet. She's going to leave him in another sit stay. Now, the stationary exercises you can practice right in your house. Well, you can practice all of your exercises right in the house, but the stationaries are good to practice indoors, and your homework is to lengthen this out and get him to be able to focus longer, pay attention for longer, make eye contact. This time, Brandy's going to call him, and he should come and sit. So make sure that he's coming and sitting, not coming and lunging at you or jumping. If you slow down your pace, he should do the same. If you speed up, he should do the same. Brandy leaves him in another sit stay. She uses his name on this command and a happier voice, but don't go over the top because then he gets too amped. So everything in moderation. Now, the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are your down commands. The first one is the down from a heel position. So with him always seated first, you put your left open palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stays you can work up to 5 minutes. And when Brandy returns back to him, she returns to him exactly as she did on the sit stay, back to heel. Now, if he doesn't sit, you say no sit, and give that little tug that we were talking about. Stay. And you're going to soon be able to drop your leash and back up all the way across the room on this. Zero, come. Brandy calls him out of that down stay. He comes and sits. And the very last command that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a distance. So with him seated, she leaves him in a stay. She gives him the down from in front of him. And you're going to, again, be able to lengthen out the time and the distance on that command as well. You're going to find too that working him inside is easier than working him outside, and while you're learning this, I would recommend that you do a lot of your practicing inside because there's less distraction. You'll know when you're ready to start working outside because you'll feel confident. Now we have demonstrated for you all of Zero's formal on-leash obedience commands. We have enjoyed having him. He has come a very, very long way. We want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and we will see you on Friday.